All right, welcome to Kwame of Exclusive Day 2 of the Russia-Ukraine war. We're bringing you all the latest update, and then, as I told you, at least we're going to do once a day. But if we have enough time to be bringing you update on day-to-day basis, we're definitely going to do that. So you can rely on us to get the objective happenings of the Russia-Ukraine war. In the meantime, there's a friend of mine. I call him an expert in the Russia-Ukraine war because he's following keenly, and then he'll give us an update on currently what's happening. So let's talk to Ben. Ben, tell us today what's happening. What's the latest?
All right. So as the West and everybody else is following the recent happenings in one of the regions in Ukraine called Kherson, there has been several things that has been happening in the other regions too. The other actually 4 regions, including Crimea. Okay, so now the Ukrainians tried to break through the defense lines of the Russians, but as I speak, since Sunday till today, Tuesday, 15th November, there has been massive casualties at the end of the Ukrainians, and it seems that no one is talking about it. So I don't know, probably the Western media knows, but they are just not saying it. A lot of the Ukrainians are dying, and I just want to also say that before the Russians left Kherson, in October alone, 12,000 Ukrainians and then foreign fighters, mercenaries, I'll call them, have actually passed away due to this, trying to conquer Kherson.
Okay, so what you're saying is there have been a lot of lost, but the Western media doesn't seem to portray those lots on the side of Ukraine.
Yes.
So what you're saying is what they're trying to do is to make it look like Russia is actually going down, but on the grounds, Russia is not really down.
It's not.
Right?
Yes, and I can say for a fact that for one Russian that dies, 9 Ukrainians also die. So if maybe 1,000 Russians have died, it means that 900 Ukrainian soldiers have also been killed.
But I still don't understand why Ukraine is celebrating Russia leaving Kherson. And then when we say Russia has left Kherson, have they left Kherson in totality, or they have left some section or some portion of Kherson? What is it? Because I heard about the breakdown of a dam, and then that resulted in the Russian military issuing a statement that they were leaving Kherson, which the whole Ukrainian were happy about it. So let's know, have they left there entirely?
In fact, that's a very good question. The Russians have not entirely left the region. The Russians haven't left the Kherson region entirely. They are they are just forming a new defensive position, and the media, the Western media, which is a paid, like a state media, always wants you to believe that the Ukrainians are winning, but I'll tell you for a fact that is not the case.
So there were 4 regions that the Russia took over, 4 territories. And then at this point in time, it's only Kherson that we've heard that Russia has been retreating. What is happening to the other regions, and then what is actually happening in Kherson? What is it?
Yeah, like I said the first time, the other 4 regions, there is an onslaught of fighting. In fact, there is a heavy fighting going on over there, and both of them have formed defense. Some portions that Ukrainians claim, during the beginning of the counteroffensive by Ukraine, the Russians have been able to remove them from, they've actually break through the defense of the new counteroffensive that they've launched. And this is what the media isn't saying. Unfortunately, they don't give you daily updates of the war, but this is a serious war that is going on. In the foreign media, you always hear, oh, this amount of Russians have died. Yeah, but have they told you the number of Ukrainians that have died?
All right, I see. Now, per how things are going, is there a possibility that Russia will be losing more territories, or they will be advancing to the center of Ukraine? What's happening? Tell us about that. Now, is it that Russia wants to protect the three territories they have? Talking about the four territories they annexed. Is it a matter of protecting, or they are planning to advance? Because there are points we hear that Russia is actually losing some level of logistics and all that, and then there are points we do hear that they are also losing personnel on the grounds and all that. What's happening? What's Russia doing?
Yeah, that's another good question. I will tell you for a fact that Russia is not fighting Ukraine alone. In fact, the Ukraine president Zelensky has opened, how do I put it? He has actually created a group that entirely consists of only mercenaries from 30 countries, and there are over 20,000 of them. And can you tell me that Russia is fighting only Ukraine? No. Russia is fighting the US. Russia is fighting a lot of the European countries. I told you 30 countries. Mercenaries from over 30 countries are fighting only Russia. Okay, so for you to say that, or for the media to say that Russia is only fighting Ukraine, it's not true. All right. So, like I was saying, Russia is not fighting just Ukrainians. They are fighting mercenaries from all over the world. You know, due to the misconception or misinformation that the media is, giving out, that Russians are evil, they are bad people, they are terrorists. To be frank with you, that is not the case.
All right. So that has been. That will be. Oben, you have more. We should end it for the day, right? Okay. I think you want to add, and then let's say goodbye.
Let me add that the Ukrainians, okay, they are only fighting for one thing. They think that they are a sovereign country, and that is the only excuse that they have for fighting back. I want to point out that Ukraine isn't like Ghana and Ivory Coast. In fact, Ukraine and Russia have been together. They are like a married. They have been like a married couple, husband and wife, who have divorced. In fact, they had children, and those children are those 4 or 5 regions that are now wanting to join Russia. Once upon a time, Russia and Ukraine were part of the USSR against the US, who is now pretending to protect the Ukrainians. So I'd like to state for a fact that if you don't know your history before you support a side. If you want to support Ukraine, I think that it's better to be neutral in the war. If you want to participate in the war, don't join Russia, don't join Ukraine. It's wrong to pick a side.
Alright, so that will be our update for the day. Russia, Ukraine, this will be the part 2. We'll keep on giving you an update as and when event unfolds. My name is Kwame from Kwame's First Exclusive. Thank you, Ben, our Russia-Ukraine security expert. We'll be with you later. Bye-bye.